A lot of people can take you through a home and show you the rooms and some of the features. But today I want to do something a little bit different. I want to take you through the home and show you the why behind everything, the purpose in this location, the purpose in the materials we use, the purpose in our architecture and design. The first big decision in building a home is location. This area in St. George has become very popular just because of the views and proximity to everyday conveniences like medical, groceries, shopping, anything you want is right here close by. This area right here is actually one of the fastest growing areas in St. George. When we design a home, the entryway is what really sets the tone for the rest of the house. In this home, we bring in a lot of natural sunlight through the front door. We have a little bit higher ceilings and wider hallways as well to make it feel a little bit bigger and grander. And as you enter into the main part of the home, you can see the home really open up to the great space area. Just off of the entry, we have this space here, which really is a transitional space. So in design, you're looking to do lots of transitional spaces. This was a perfect example of that, where this can be used for a dining room, a den, or an office. It's just a nice space as life changes to be able to transition into things that are more important for your current lifestyle. Another transitional space, this little sitting room as well. Really love this space, really love the views from this room as well. So on this side of the home, in keeping with the theme of warm and open, we have wider hallways here in the archways to soften it up as well. And we have a guest room. Perhaps for a guest that doesn't do stairs or doesn't want to be upstairs, this is a little bit bigger guest room with its own ensuite bathroom as well. You get into the shower area and you have zero entry shower. So which means nobody's going to be slipping or stubbing their toes on a curb going into the shower. So just little simple things in the home makes it much more usable and much more livable. Another little quick detail that we thought through in this home was just to make the stairs a little bit wider than normal. So we're wider on the entryway into the stairs, which allows you to move furniture up a lot easier. It just gives a lot more space and feels more open and welcoming as well. You can see here coming from the entryway into the great room area, there's a larger arched entry, so it makes flow and movement really easy. So then as you're in the great room, you also have access to the outdoor patio where your pool is, where your outdoor dining is, barbecue area. So it all feels interconnected from the backyard to the great room, to the entryway, all the way through to the front yard. Everybody can be together, interacting and enjoying their life. I actually love also in this house, we have a banister upstairs so that anybody that's upstairs can be interacting with those people here in the great room as well. So you're never really disconnected from your guests or from the rest of the family. And to go along with that too, we created a fun little nook, office nook that's just off of the great room where someone can be doing homework or taking a call or doing something that they need to have a little bit of privacy as well. One of the critical things that we look at during design is how natural light is coming into the home. As natural light comes into the home, it's gonna feel more homey, more warm, and just more livable. So in this great room area, we use transom windows above the doors. We use the big bay windows on the top to just bring lots of that western facing natural light into the home. So I think that really adds to this home in that it feels warm, again, and inviting. And also having that extra light coming in makes it feel very easily transition into the outdoor space as well. I actually really love this great room with the high vaulted ceilings, the dining area, and it naturally flows into the living area with this warm mantel and fireplace. So we use the Roman clay finish on this, and then we also have access through the dining room, but also through the living room out onto the patio area, making it feel like one large living area for entertainment. The design of this kitchen is really critical in that this kitchen supports movement. So you have two ways around the island into the kitchen. You also have two exit points out of the kitchen on this side of the oven and also on this side of the oven. So it really creates a nice flow in the kitchen. The flow and movement within the house is really critical. And this kitchen actually does a really, really good job of just allowing for nice, easy flow. One of the things that we love to use in our cabinetry packages is panel-ready appliances. In this case, we used a panel-ready monogram refrigerator freezer combo. Very functional and beautiful as well. And it just hides that appliance and makes it look like part of the cabinetry package. Oftentimes you'll see wall ovens that are one single unit, the oven and the microwave. In this case, we went with the 2 units. One of the biggest reasons for doing that is because if you ever have any downtime, if you need some warranty work done on the oven, you still have use of the other one as well. So this can be taken out, replaced, while you still have use of the other one. Just a small little detail that is convenient, but also thought through. This one, in fact, is a microwave and a convection oven as well. So one of my favorite features to do in cabinetry is actually to do little hidden doors. So this hidden door built into the cabinetry is actually a door into a pantry just off of the kitchen. Since this home was designed around entertainment and bringing guests into the home, there's other details that we included as well. For one, we included an ice machine, because when you're entertaining, obviously you want ice. But we also included a prep sink in the island, as well as the main sink on the side cabinetry as well. On one side of the range, you have a spot for all your cooking utensils to be used while you're using the range top. But on the other side, you have a spice cabinet. And it's wider than normal, so you can fit a lot more spices in here. It's just one of the little details that we paid attention to when we were designing this one. So from the great room and the kitchen area, we move over here through into the primary suite. In my opinion, the primary suite should feel like a resort inside of the home. So the primary suite is much larger. It's on the main just for easy access as well. And then it has its own ensuite bathroom, closet, shower area. So it's a little bit bigger, a little bit grander. One of the things I love about this is that we carry the vaulted ceilings into this area just to feel a little bit more grand and a little bit more spacious. I love just the little details of the cabinetry on either side of the tub for linens and extra storage as well. But we put this tile behind the tub. It actually ties in with the tile that's in the shower as well. In this primary bathroom, you have this large walk-in shower, and just off of the walk-in shower, one of my favorite places is this little nook area where we put a church pew bench and some shelving and hooks that can be both beautiful and convenient. You'll actually find these church pews style bench in this home in several places throughout it. It's just a nice little touch that brings the whole home together and makes it feel cohesive and thoughtful. Since the primary is its own kind of wing of the house and requires its own privacy, we built a master closet that's quite large in this home, but one of the coolest features is we built a space for a stackable washer and dryer. So homeowners are going to have their own private little laundry area back in the closet, separate from the main laundry area that other people use as well. And it's being right off of the closet, right in the closet, makes it extremely convenient for a homeowner. In this home, one of my favorite things that we did was the cabinetry package. And it wasn't big and extravagant, but I love the dark oak wood. And I love how we used a lot of space in the home, a lot of the little nooks and crannies. In this case, we had this area that was just empty space. So we put this cabinetry in this nook to store china or anything else that you want to store in there. So you've got the doors up top and the drawers on the bottom. Just off of the entry, we have the stairs going upstairs. I mentioned earlier that they're wider than normal stairs, which just feels a little bit bigger and a little bit grander. Makes it easier for kids or grandkids going up the stairs, to move furniture up the stairs so you're not banging walls. Wider stairs, in my opinion, are a must in this kind of a home. In this area, we have lots of open space, open living space where kids can be interacting and gaming. Again, we have another little area where we did some built-in furniture with the cabinetry package, and we went with this church pew style with little details like cubbies underneath there for storage. One of the cool features that we showed from below is this banister looking down into the great room. Somebody can be up here, kids can be up here doing their thing, but still have access to know what's going on and vice versa. Continuing upstairs, we have wider hallway going into kind of a upstairs living area. We can have a TV on the wall with furniture in here. This could be a really nice gathering area or gaming area for kids. We had quite a lot of space over the garage that we actually turned into extra living space. So we created a little den area with a closet off of it, as well as an extra bedroom upstairs. So there's the den, you have a shared bathroom there, closet, and into a spare bedroom upstairs. So in this home, there's 2 bedrooms on the main and 3 bedrooms upstairs. 1 over the garage and 2 off of the main area. So 1 on the north side and 1 on the south side. A little bit smaller bedrooms, but very livable. And both bedrooms actually have their own ensuite bathrooms. And the 3rd bedroom upstairs with its own ensuite bathroom. We intentionally wanted to have lots of bathrooms so that guests can come over and have their own rooms with an ensuite, so they're not having to share rooms with other guests as well. Just a little convenience for guests. In Southern Utah, outdoor space actually becomes an extension of the living space. So out here on this home in particular, we have the pool, the patio space, great views, and we've created a really great atmosphere to come out and spend time with your family and enjoy the great outdoors.